All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back to Sideline Sisters. Here to give you all the info on the WNBA, NCAA, unrivaled, just everything women's basketball. We had to take a little break, y'all. We were still trying to recover from that Final Four. I had to recover.
Well, not only that,
had to have some R&R.
Michelle, you didn't even introduce us.
My bad, y'all. You know, y'all should know us. We family now, right? We family. I'm Michelle Bloom. I got my partner here,
Angela Courtney.
And again, we are Sideline Sisters, y'all. I'm just getting comfortable with y'all. We family now. Y'all should know us now. So
that's right.
As you can see, WNBA preseason is right around the corner. Actually, tomorrow. That's how around the corner it is.
Tomorrow.
So we're gonna be coming at you with, some WNBA talk since they just had the draft 2 weeks ago and they've had their training camp. So they're going to start cutting the fat. This is where they're going to start cutting the fat.
Preseason, baby.
Preseason. So we're going to see how these rookies stack up against these vets come training camp, come preseason. So going to see what all that NCAA hype was about.
Right. So where you want to start?
Kick us off with we're gonna run down the show. We're gonna do East Coast and West Coast. We're gonna break it down by the conferences. My partner here is gonna take over and do the Eastern Conference, and I'm gonna finish it out with the Western Conference. And pretty much we're just gonna bring you some highlights of who's in, who we think is gonna be out, where they're gonna weigh in this season for the WNBA. Again, preseason games do kick off tomorrow.
Right. All right. Let me see. Am I sharing my entire screen?
So like tomorrow night, you got the Dallas Wings. While she's pulling that information up, the Dallas Wings and the Aces kick off at 7 p.m. Then you got the Chicago Sky taking on a Brazilian team, okay? Taking on Brazil. And of course, if you have the league pass, you would definitely be able to catch all of these games if you have the league pass.
Right.
So you have those two games that kick off tomorrow and so forth and so on throughout the rest of the weekend.
Okay. So if I do this, do you see my screen?
Loud and clear.
So you see the roster.
See the rosters.
Okay. All right. So y'all, I want to start with the Connecticut Sun. As you know, they have several rookies, Sanaya Rivers being one of them, Anissa Morrow. So as you see that they have little checks beside them, those are the ones that I pretty much think are going to be permanent. Oh, I forgot to check a Nelson Ododa. But Marina Marbury, Diamond DeShields, Lindsay Allen, Tina Charles, and I mostly decided that because I looked at their scoring and they're pretty much the big production players that they have on that team. So, as you know, there's 156 players that are fighting for these positions, but each team is only going to choose 12 players. So if you already got those 4, or 5, then they got to pick 7 more players, and that includes the rookies that they have. So I'm thinking they're definitely going to keep Sanaya, and they're going to keep Anissa Morrow. Everybody else is going to be fighting for position.
They fighting.
Yes. All right.
They fighting. Oh, man. Connecticut Sun, and they got a new coach. Man.
All right. So now let's look at the Indiana Fever, y'all. So, of course, they're definitely going to keep Caitlin. That's their moneymaker right there. They're keeping Caitlin.
CC.
They're keeping DeWanna Bonner because she can get buckets. They're keeping Sydney
Bonner.
Yeah, they're keeping Sydney Colston. They're keeping Natasha Howard, bucket getter. They're definitely going to keep Aaliyah Boston. Now
they extended her contract. I saw at least through 26 season.
Okay, for Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you got 6 more positions you need to fill. I don't know about Lexi Hall. I got to see how she's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I got to see how Bree Hall does. So we don't know. It's limbo right there. The other 6s, I think the positions are up. Even Lexi Hall, because she didn't really score a whole lot of points. That's when it gets very interesting with the Washington Mystics. All right. So they're definitely going to keep Brittany Sykes. She's a bucket getter. And she can flat out play defense. We saw her in Unrivaled. Aaliyah Edwards, definitely going to keep her. I think that's a keeper. Shakira Austin, a keeper. Emily, I'm not sure about Emily. She averages about 6 points a game, a few buckets. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking it's gonna be a flip between Georgia A. Moore and Sonia Citron. The only thing Georgia A. Moore. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You know I'm sad.
I know you sad.
I'm sad.
Why you sad?
A. Moore, she's hurt. She's out.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that.
She's got an ACL injury, and they have said she is out indefinitely.
Oh wow. So then they might scratch that, y'all. So then I definitely think they're gonna take Sonia Citron, and they'll probably keep Sutton. Because I was thinking maybe they keep Georgia, cut Sutton, and keep Sonia as well. But I think now Citron is a definite end, and maybe Lucy now. And that's let's see, 1, 2, and Kiki. I didn't even know that.
I'm sad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but she'll be back.
So I'm sure they'll retain her, and they'll just put her, like they've done some other players, and just put her on a suspended list.
Yeah, and then she'll just have to.
They gonna keep A. Moore now.
Yeah,
that's their number 3.
Did I say that right?
I don't even know.
Natasha Cloud. John Quayle Jones is the definite shoe-in.
JJ.
Can't nobody stop JJ.
That's your MVP right there. You got to keep the MVP.
Got to keep the MVP. Brianna Stewie. We keeping Stewie.
Oh, yeah.
Isabel Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Sabali, which is Sabatu Sabali's sister.
Yeah.
And Sabrina. And Benasia Laney Hamilton. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now they got to fill 4 more positions. I don't know. A lot of the ones that are rookies, except for maybe Caitlin Davis, are people from overseas, like Germany or somewhere like that. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
Moving on to the Chicago Sky.
There you go.
All right, so I think they'll keep Courtney because she's a veteran guard. Ariel Atkins. Definitely keeping Camila Cardoso because she's your international all-star.
Oh, yeah.
Angel Reese. Elizabeth Williams.
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll keep Haley Van Lift. I do not know about Maddie Westbeld. I think she's a cut.
You think she's a one?
I think she's
gonna cut her.
I think she's gonna be waived.
Ooh.
3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see how it goes, but I think she'll be cut.
Okay.
Yeah. Jessica Carter. The other 2 I didn't really get to see. Something happened. I mean, you know how you have those little glitches and it just wouldn't give me any more information.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Dream. Okay, so we definitely keeping Ryan Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Brianna Jones, that's the big girl. She your defensive specialist and she can score. Jordan Canada, Of course, you remember her from Unrivaled. She did well. So did Lisa Gray. She did well. Plus, BG is gonna stay. She averaging about 17 points a game. Shatari Walker, Kimbrough. I like her. She's a good guard. She can get up and down the floors. She's also a defensive player. Naz Hillman. So on the bubble is gonna be Tahini Pow. I'm not sure about Haley Jones. Production, her numbers are not high, but she's only been in the league a year or two.
Oh yeah.
This will be year 2 for her, I think, or year 3.
Two.
Year 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know if they'll keep her, but that's who I'm seriously, man. If I'm looking for scoring and defense, she's a good come off the bench guard.
Yeah.
But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 5 spots to fill. Yeah. So I think they're gonna need some more guards. And Haley is a big guard. Like she can play forward, guard, a little bit of both. So we'll see how that goes. All right, now we're getting into the Western Conference. I think that I covered all of mine. Did I miss one? Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the Dallas Wings. What you think?
Oh man, Dallas Wings. Well, they in a good position.
You're gonna keep your number one. You're gonna keep Paige.
They in a good position, with Bucket Beckers, the number 1 draft pick for the Dallas Wings. However, they're gonna need that. The Dallas Wings finished 9-31 last season.
Yeah, but you know what? They kind of spread the wealth, so you don't have all the talent on one team. Like, Las Vegas was loaded last year.
Yeah, so they got some good rookie picks. They got Isaiah James out of NC State, JJ Kennerly from West Virginia, and they got Madison Scott from Mississippi.
Yep.
So, and they got Maya Vanamato out of Japan. They bring some talls from Japan. Ain't that something? Yeah.
But can she run the floor?
Big tall. Might be like your girl from the LA Sparks.
Yeah, but can she run the floor?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna fool around and find out.
All right.
This season. But Dallas, like I said, you got Paige Bucket Beckers, Maisha Hines, Dejanay Carrington.
You saying the keepers, right?
The keeper. They definitely gonna, Dejanay Carrington. They got Maddie Segrist.
Yeah, they're gonna keep Maddie.
They're gonna keep Maddie around. They gotta keep Maddie around. Of course, Enrique.
And then McCollum. You gotta keep McCollum. That's your beef in the middle.
So there you go. We have it with the Dallas Wings. So hopefully they're gonna have a turnaround season this year. They're gonna have some better offense.
Now the Valkyries.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even do my homework on this team right here, the Valkyries. But you know what? They are our newest. They are our newest expansion team, folks.
Right.
So I'm expecting some good things from the Valkyries.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm being rude.
Go ahead. You got the floor.
I was gonna say off the bat, you're definitely gonna keep Tiffany Hayes.
And of course you got Cheyenne Sellers, the new rookie coming in from Maryland.
Yeah,
so I think she's gonna come in, and we're gonna have to give big ups to Caitlin Chin. I think she's gonna be fighting for her shot too. Caitlin Chin coming off a national championship, so she's on a high
roster. Go ahead.
We got Kate Money Martin. She's coming in. She got traded over. She was one of those that was selected by the Valkyries. We got Monique Billings, who also got some experience as well. So I think they got a good chance, to make some moves. We're going to see how they do. Again, this is their first time in the league, so everybody's fresh.
I see the South Carolina girl, Amara Leticia.
Yeah, so, we're going to see what she does. She's been in the league for a little bit, so she hasn't made a whole lot of noise, but we going to see. All right. So moving on.
Aces.
The famous Aces finished 27-13. I think everybody was thinking they was going to make another run for a championship this year. Last season. Did not happen. Got cut short. So they was
Okay.
on vacation while Nafisha Collier and Stewie was fighting it out for a WNBA championship. But anyway, Las Vegas Aces, I see some good things happening with them. Asia, she got plenty. They guard heavy. When I tell you they guard heavy, you got your Chelsea Gray, the point guard. Okay.
They got
Chelsea
Jewel
Gray.
Lloyd too.
You got Jewel Lloyd, and then you got Jackie Young.
Yeah.
So those three right there. You got Dana Evans, who's gonna be fighting for position.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Dana Evans is gonna be fighting for it, but
for sure.
Check this out. She's back. Hopefully she's healthy and she will get some playing time. Liz Kitley from Virginia Tech.
Okay.
She was out last year, hurt. So hopefully she's back. And Deja Kelly transferred from UNC to Oregon.
Mustang.
She's going to hopefully be fighting for a spot on the roster. I will say
she gonna have to outdo Dana.
She is definitely gonna have to outdo Dana in them lashes. Okay, they both got lashes, so they both win with the lash game.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then we got Queen Egbo to round it out. She's gonna be on the team.
Yeah, but she's the big girl, so she play down low. They don't have a lot of.
They don't have a lot of bigs other than Liz Kitley. So hopefully Liz Kitley will help out with Asia Wilson because Asia needs some. Our Las Vegas Aces right there.
All right.
So we hopefully see a turnaround. All right, Los Angeles Sparks. Woo! And speaking of the Los Angeles Sparks, before I talk about these new additions to the team, they will be retiring. Number 3, who wore that jersey? Candace Parker. I'm gonna help you out. Candace Parker.
Candace Parker for sure.
Oh Lord,
I'm sorry,
you got true to the game. Anyway, they will be retiring Candace Parker's jersey at halftime on the June 29th game. The number 3 jersey will be the 3rd jersey that they retire behind Lisa Leslie and Penny Toller.
Right.
Okay. You got some greats. So big ups to Candace Parker. She did a thing there. So we got returners, Rakia Jackson, you got De'Erica Hamby, Odyssey Sims, Sure Shot. Now you bring in the big dog, Kelsey Plum. Okay. Kelsey Plum's gonna add that pizzazz, that spark that I think LA is looking for.
Yeah.
And Plum's
LA
got
needs.
it. So
LA needs.
And also hopefully we'll see some action. She was out with injury last year. Cameron Brink, who was the number 1 draft pick last season.
She got to show up and show out.
So she got to show up and show out this year, Cameron. You better do it, okay? Mm-hmm. Show up and show out. So we got some rookies going to be fighting. Sanaya Fagan from South Carolina, Liatu King from Notre Dame, and Alyssa Utsby from around that 8-32 season around.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Latu King battling Sanaya Fagan.
So we gonna see. They got their work cut out for them. This is right here, the team right here. The Minnesota Lynx, your runner-up, lost to the New York Liberty in the WNBA Finals last season. When I say that was a hell of a series, that was good. Of course, we got you, Nafisha Collier, one of your unrivaled founders who was dropping 20 plus a game. Natisha Heidman, Bridget Carrollton, and Courtney Williams will be returning. Now, for the newbies, and then I cannot forget our three baller, Kayla McBride. She will be returning as well. She's gonna be a keeper as well. We can't get rid of Kayla.
No, I can't get rid of Kayla. That's your 3.
But folks will be happy to know because everybody said, man, she got almost like Shador Sanders. She got overlooked, was not selected, but Diamond Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Got picked up. So we're going to see what she do. Diamond Johnson, who was not selected in the draft, coming from Norfolk State, who transferred from NC State, did a thing at both schools and just was overlooked, y'all. So I'm hoping she has a standout preseason, so that she makes the cut. You also got Reagan Richardson as a guard who did great things at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
She's also going to be fighting for position. You got Aubrey Griffin from UConn, and then Ajay Petty from Ohio State, who also will be fighting for a position on the roster.
Mm.
So we gonna see if the Minnesota Lynx, if they gonna make it back. They were 30-10 last season. So
Wow. Well, they still got Fee, so they might be all right.
they got Queen Fee.
Yep.
Queen Fee.
Yeah.
So we should be rounding this thing on out with the Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah.
Phoenix Mercury, y'all. Phoenix Mercury went 19-21 last season.
Where's my Phoenix Mercury? Or she might not be on her.
Actually, we got two more left. So we got the Phoenix Mercury, who has a new addition, and she's always, I think folks get scared of her because they think she all muscle. She like LeBron. Alyssa Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she averaged 10 points, even though it might not seem like a lot, but she carried a weight down there. She handles her business. She's a rebounder. You got Satu Sabale, who's returning, averaging 17.9 points a game. Kalia Copper. She was averaging 21 points. Everybody was sleeping on her. They saw how well she could play during the Olympics. I think that's when everybody really started paying attention to her.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Then, hey, you got your girl from Notre Dame who's going to be fighting for a position, Catherine West-Bell. She's fighting for a position. Along with Helena Piu from Arizona and Monique Makani, who's from Cameroon. So they done went over the water to get some players here.
They deserve a shot, too.
They deserve a chance, too. So we're going to see what they do. Phoenix Mercury were 19-21, so hopefully, again, they also make some noise. And then we're going to round it out with the Seattle Storm. Where my noise is at. All right. Seattle Storm they went 25-15. They didn't have a bad season.
No, they did.
So you got some notable names on the roster. Sky Diggy, Neke Agumake. You know, you got Gabby Williams. She is returning. She is on that roster. I know with some talks that Gabby might not be returning. She's there. You got Zaya Cook, who's actually making a name for him. South Carolina owned Zaya Cook. She's still handling her business, okay? Brianna Frazier. This is where you had your girls, Nika Mole and Jordan Horston, will not be returning this season because they have ACL injuries that was received during the off season, y'all. Dang. This is why we have to have games, or at least here. They were playing in the Athletes Unlimited League. So both of them tore, of course, like I said, the ACL during the off season. So they are on the suspended list. So Nico Mo,
you know, even if they stay here, you still could get hurt. So
you still can get hurt. However, it's just the thought of you went somewhere else and played. But hey, these ladies don't have a choice because they ain't getting them big bucks.
Nope, sure don't.
They not getting those big bucks. And, you know, the most somebody probably is getting paid is like maybe $80,000, $90,000. So, you know. Anyway, Seattle Storm, like I said, 25-15. They took the number 2 pick in the WNBA draft, Dominique Malunga. 6'6".
Duncan.
Who they say is the Victor Wembanyama of France representing. So she gonna give Scott Diggy somebody to feed the ball to and just drop it in. She ain't even got to jump. She just gonna drop it in. Like BG, she just gonna drop the ball in. She runs the floor really well. She can handle the ball.
She's younger.
And she's younger, so she's quicker.
BG got about 12 years on them knees.
She do. She got 12 years on it. And, you know, that's the thing with tall folks. They have knee problems. You know, that's why your girl Deladon said, I'm going to listen to my body and just retire. Yeah. So Deladon did her thing. She said, I'm gonna listen to my body and retire. But it wasn't just, it was her knees, it was her back. She had a lot of back injuries, surgeries. So
wow,
you gotta listen to your body, folks.
got to.
As Kenny Rogers said, know when to fold them.
Oh no, she not singing.
So that's gonna round out the Western Conference, y'all. Minnesota Lynx, Las Vegas Aces, Seattle Storm, Phoenix Mercury.
Talk about the
Pew, 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 pew.
transfer portal.
Let's open it up. Let's open it up. Let's open up the portal. Even though we open it up, the portal is officially closed, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
but they said even after the 23rd, they still have some people who could do the last second or last minute moves.
That's just not a good feeling, y'all.
No.
Because there's a lot of players out there that were not picked up.
Nope. Some of them had to go back to their school or withdrawn.
Either go back to their school or withdraw, because there was no guarantee that they had a place or position on the team.
Nope. None whatsoever. All right. So now go back to what I was saying at the beginning.
Here we go.
Although she's, one among many, she was the most talked about was Malaysia Fulwiley going down to
put it out there.
But we let me put it like this. A lot of people think it was a bad move for her on her part. A lot of people think it was a good move. I will say this. With her skill set, even though, it's shaky sometimes, she's going to be a first-round draft pick in the WNBA just because of her oohs and ahs. She kind of like that Jordan player that could possibly do something that you don't normally see, and that's going to fill seats. So even if, she doesn't do well at LSU, I think she'll still be a not number one, but a first-round draft pick. I won't say number one, but she'll definitely be a first round. So my thing is, how's Kim going to handle it the first time? She had like 6 back-to-back turnovers. Because that could possibly happen with her. What you think?
It's going to be interesting. I put the post on our Facebook. I said, what we got? We got the 3-headed monster of Flage, Williams, and Fulwiley. Are we going to have a dream team? Because they all guards, right?
They're all guards.
They're all guards. Flage is the point guard. Go ahead.
Flage is not a point guard.
But that's the position that she has played.
Yeah, she's played that position, but she's not a point guard.
But that is the position they have put her in.
Also, they have 4 All-Americans coming to Louisiana, LSU. She's going to be stacked. In just about every position. Now, the only one I think that might be a bust, I'm sorry, Michelle, I know you like her, Katie Caval.
I wasn't a true fan when she was at Notre Dame.
She's a soft player. She's a soft player.
Yeah, very much so. So we're gonna see what she brings to LSU.
Yeah,
Moki saw something in her, and I think
just saw All-American.
She saw All-American, and maybe she gonna push her.
Well, we'll see. We know definitely with her style of play, she will be out there. She might be out there longer than she might not want to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So anyway, Tennessee actually was said to be the number 1 overall winner in the transfer portal, although they haven't played any games yet. They got Janiah Barker from UCLA, the 6'4" forward. They got Nia Robinson for SMU. Girl, SMU, they lost just about their whole team. They got 10 all new players from the portal.
And 3 from Arizona.
And then Jersey Wolfenberger. This is her 3rd transfer from LSU. So they definitely have the height.
They added depth to their chart.
They do. They do have
added the depth that they needed. That
They
might.
definitely got the size, so
So
you know. And then second, they had Ole Miss. Ole Miss had 8. They pick up 8 players from the transfer portal.
pew pew
Number,
pew pew.
number one in that, we already mentioned her name before, but Cody McMahon from Ohio State. They got Denham DeShields, who's a scorer from Mississippi State.
Does that name sound familiar to you?
Yeah, is she related to the other DeShields that's in the? I thought
Diamond the
I couldn't
Shield.
find anything on that. I was looking though.
That is her sister.
I kind of thought so. They do favor.
Baby sis.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then you got Tiana Thompson from Georgia Tech.
Right. Yeah, so they should look nice. I mean, if anything, they're gonna be competitive.
That coach has brought them. She set the bar.
I don't know what the defense is gonna look like, but the offense, they should be straight.
Yeah.
All right, and then number 4, we already talked about this, but LSU.
You skipped number 3?
Oh, I'm sorry. Carolina, South Carolina. We already talked about her, Tanaya Laxton. And she got the big girl, Medina Okot. I'm sorry, Okot from Mississippi State. And I like her. She's pretty good. Tall girl center. She's gonna help her out at the center.
They need that height.
Oh yeah, they need an aggressive center. The in the Camila Cardoso class, they need that.
Mm.
All right, number 5, TCU Horned Frogs. Exactly. Picking up Olivia Miles.
Come on now, Courtney, get these names right. What's wrong?
It's 8:20. You know I've been up since 6 o'clock. The tongue is getting tired.
Let's wrap it up.
Clara Silver from Kentucky.
Do I need to take over?
To Leah Parker and Kennedy Basham from Arizona State. Yeah. Also, number 6 was Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
They picked up Duke's guard, Aluchi Aquanawa. They also picked up Yarden Garson from Indiana. So the rest of them are a bunch of other teams like Oklahoma State and folks that, we don't names.
I mean, let's give them some love. We might as well do the top 10. You got Oklahoma State. They brought in 5 new players. Yeah. You got Akal Akot. Baylor brought in 5 new players. Talia Scott from Auburn. Ella Brown from SMU.
Mm-hmm.
You got number 9 Louisville, who brought in 3 players. Skylar Jones from Arizona. Raina Scott from Oklahoma.
Right.
And then, as you stated before, SMU, they gonna look like Kentucky was. They brought in 10 players. The whole team brought in a whole new team, and that's the thing with this whole portal. If all your players leave, you got a portal to go to. They are replaceable, like you are at work.
Right.
They are replaceable. So the players can talk all the smack they want to, suck their teeth, have all the attitude they want. All the coach got to do is just go to their office, turn on their computer, go to On3 and be like, click, click, click,
let's
click.
See who's in the portal.
Yeah, that's it. Like going through the Rolodex, as they used to say. Let me just flip through my Rolodex.
Oh, and then Keomi McMiller, the girl from Rutgers, said that she wanted to be on. She just wanted to win. That's what she told the coach from Penn State, who Penn State finished last.
Mm.
And they lost most of their starting 5. Well,
wow.
I think, yeah. So we're gonna see how that turns out for her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. But I think that rounds it out. Hopefully, by the end of the week, hopefully in the next few days, we'll kind of know who's going where and what, folks. To round out this whole portal thing again, you had over.
Hold up.
How many players in the portal that hit the portal this season?
It was over 1,000. It was at one.
I thought it was 1,500.
1,500.
Mm-hmm. They hit the portal.
Well, they said every 1 in 5 players was in the portal. Hold up. Did you know that London Jones, the guard from UCLA, is now going to USC?
Yes, that was a big transfer right there for them.
Wow.
That was, and you know, this is what the coach said. And she transferred from UCLA, right? Coach, I was just watching something. I actually sent you the link today. I don't know if you got to click on it. But Coach Corbin, she was on there speaking today. And I think it boiled down to, because that was also a hard conversation. She said, you know, a team can have too much talent. And she said, I think that's what I had.
Wow.
To where the playing time, and I told players, you might not get that much time. And she said the talent was so high on that team. And but she said, yeah, she said, I had too much talent. That's what she said. Too much talent, and they came up short.
I think it was just a little bit of inexperience too, because that was their first time in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, playing regular season play and then championship play, it's another whole level.
Yeah.
If you have never, and see, Connecticut has that experience because they're there every year.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what to anticipate. Gino know how to get them girls ready. And they just was not ready for what?
They were not. No one was.
That can that UConn open on them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They put everybody to night.
For sure. Everybody. Yeah, but this is my take on the portal. You know, I told you this before. I think we got to be able to slow down all this movement because you got some girls that are going to a different school every year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you remember Angel McCarthy? I think she played. McCartry. She played for Louisville, right?
Louisville.
Okay. Well, she was talking on one of the Locked In Next Women's thing. I think she was being interviewed, and she was saying that how are you going to get your name put up in the rafters if you go to 4 different schools?
You can't make your mark.
No, exactly. She said these girls at some point got to learn, women have to learn that you got to tough things out in life. You can't always just quit and go somewhere else. And she said, that's what I had to do. She said, I didn't play a whole lot my freshman year. She said, but I locked in. I worked on my game every year till by the time I got ready to leave, my name was up in the rafters. How are you going to do that if you go into a different school?
And I don't even think they're thinking about that, to be honest. I mean, this, you know, as they say, this is a different group. This is a different bunch nowadays, right? It's a different bunch. I don't think they're thinking about that. I think everybody's so driven towards
just trying to find their place.
Trying to find their place. You know, they want to have their name out there, be the talk of the town, the focus, of the team. They want to, of course, like you said, chase the bag. That's, also the focus is just not on being loyal. And that's what they're looking at, loyalty.
Exactly.
And that's also, what happened, I think, with Malaysia too. Because I think she did want to go back to South Carolina. And Don said, no. You chose to go.
I doubt if she ever will come out she might. But
you got to stay true and loyal. And that's the thing. That's the only way that you're going to get a team right there. That's like growing up, AAU.
Exactly.
You move up together as you age, you stay together, you play together, and you can get you a championship.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you get cohesion. That's like you said, that's how they get a championship. Now, I guarantee you Sarah Strong gonna stay at UConn all 4 years. And that's the kind of girls that Gino, recruits for his team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there'll ever be another Paige Beckers, but hey, if you go there, that's the expectation. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it is. And he gets those players too. They stay.
He does.
They stay. They stay there 4 years. They get it done. They graduate. They get it done. And I mean, just think, these WNBA players in the WNBA right now, they're going to go back and graduate. Are they going to be able to play in their games? I got to go for graduation. I mean, that's a worthy cause to miss a game, right? To go to your own graduation and walk across that stage.
That's all right. Hey, look, we can do it like they did last year. Just put on a little robe and, we do a virtual graduation.
Nah, I'm going to go walk with my classmates.
Yeah.
I'm going to go walk with my teammates.
My mom be like, oh, yeah, you walk across that stage.
Yes.
Either that or you going to pay me back every dime you owe me.
Because how many family trying to come see you.
Right.
They just ready for the cookout. They just ready for the cookout.
Yeah, but also, Michelle, that's a job skill.
Yeah,
are you gonna quit when stuff get rough, times get rough, and we're not making money? Are you gonna be that problem solver? Are you gonna be that person we can depend on to tough it out? That's a job skill.
When the going gets tough.
Yeah. Are you just gonna bail on us?
Right.
How are you gonna be if you going into the business world? Is that gonna be your business? You hiring folks all the time. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right. All right, folks. Sound like that, Courtney? You got anything else?
No, we gonna talk after these preseason games. The 2 preseason games coming up this weekend. But
so
folks,
we gonna come back and tell you what we like and what we don't like,
and who we gonna keep and who we gonna cut.
Trimming the fat back. All
right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you, Sideline Sisters 3542 at gmail.com.
All right. Peace.